Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Course Call Tarot. This is Melody. This video is the weekly Divine Feminine Empowerment video, except for we're going to do it a little bit different this week. I got inspired to do this a few weeks ago, and I just wasn't feeling like I should have been doing it at that time. So, because I did get some new little trinkets, I figured this week is the week to do it. I was really being inspired to do so. So, the little trinkets that I got, I'm going to start off with this one. Okay. This one was made on the full moon on Friday the 13th. Beautiful. And look, it was picked specifically for me. This is why I was called to these little organites, is because of I know that looks like a crow taking flight. So I was very called to them before I even had received that. All right. So the next little trinket I'm going to show you is this little beautiful butterfly. This butterfly is representative of transformation, things that ending. So you go in your cocoon as the caterpillar, but you come out with wings, and it's kind of like the energy that I'm feeling with this new moon energy. All right. So then what inspired me to want to do the elemental readings is one, I do the elementals anyways for the weeklies when it comes to the weekly tarot guidance energy. So I was inspired to do the Divine Feminines the same way. I got the fire, earth, water, and air organite. So that's why we're going to do it by element this week, the Divine Feminine. So we're going to start off with the element of earth for the Divine Feminine reading this week. All right. So just going to put that right there. I don't know. I keep knocking everything over, so we'll just put them right there. All right, so Earth. All right, Earth sign. So we're not going to do a pick a crow. I recommend that you listen to the whole reading with all the feminines that are coming through, because I feel that there could be specific messages for each and every one of the feminines coming through for you guys as a collective. Um, so I'm going to call in the feminines now. Divine feminines for the element of Earth. Would you like to come forward in this present moment and please provide Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the element of Earth with divine feminine empowerment messages for this week of September 30th through October 5th. Thank you. And so it is. Blessed be. Thank you, feminines, for appearing. All right. So they're called in. So Earth signs. Let's see who is here and what their messages are. All right. So we're going to use the usual decks that I use for the Divine Feminine Empowerment readings. This is the Divine Feminine Oracle cards by Megan Watterson. And then I have the other three usual decks out, which I will introduce. All right. So, who's the first feminine for the element of Earth that wants to come through? Who are you, and what is your message to Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Queen Esther, the morning star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. So Queen Esther is coming through. So not sure if you already know that story or not, but we are going to find out who she is and why she is coming through. If you would like to just take a look and use your intuition and see if you're getting any special intuitive messages from Queen Esther in your soul while you're looking at this card. All right, Queen Esther. So we're going to see who you are and why you are coming through. Queen Esther, who are you and why are you coming through for the element of Earth? Okay. Queen Esther. Esther represents the powerful combination of feminine intuition and divine timing. Esther has a Hebrew orphan born with the name Hadassah, raised by her cousin Mordecai. She lived with the Jewish community in exile in Persia during the 5th century ACE or BCE. Sorry. Mordecai became aware of a plot against the Jewish people created by the king's chief minister Haman. Using her brilliance and her intuition, Esther came up with a plan to save her cousin and her people. Her beauty had caught the attention of the king, so when his current wife, Vashti, refused to come to him when called, Esther seized the moment and the king chose her to be his wife. Then Esther didn't wait for the king to call her. She prepared a large banquet and then called for him. Once he was fully in love with her, she revealed that she was a Jew and that Haman had plotted to kill her people. Okay? So the book of Esther in the Tanakh, I don't know how if I pronounce that right, or the Hebrew scriptures is known as the scroll or the Megillah. It is read twice out loud, once in the morning and once in the evening during the festival of Purim to celebrate the memory of Esther's brave action. Her name is derived from the word meaning bright star or morning or evening star. This is the name she grew into when she courageously trusted her intuition and used its divine timing to save herself and her people. Okay, so that's a little bit about who she is. So, why is she coming forward? All right, so she's coming forward to tell you that the ego has a timetable that the soul couldn't care less about. We are feeling stressed or threatened in some way, fear can be exceptionally loud and can inform the ego to work overtime and try to get something accomplished or to manipulate something to happen. The natural flow of energy that's always at work behind the scenes, the universe's capacity to assist us, then gets blocked. Okay. So I feel that she's coming through saying, the ego is blocking somebody's divinely timed abundance. And I feel that she's coming in telling you you need to step out of that ego into more into your intuition about when the time is right to pull things together. All right. So this is the messages of love by all things intuitive. So we're going to see what message Queen Esther has to you, earth signs. So what's the message that you have, Queen Esther, to the element of earth, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? Children. Children are important to this partnership. So I feel maybe Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe some childhood memories or childhood trauma could be the reason why the ego is stopping your abundance. Okay. Another thing is maybe when it comes to something with your children, you need to be more in tune with your intuition. And I feel like this is on the level of understanding who and how they're feeling, as well as um, when the time is right to protect them from something, or um, how to save them from something, perhaps. So those are just like a couple of different messages that are coming through. Another message that's coming through is maybe there is children involved within some sort of a partnership that you are trying to manifest this week. And because children are involved, maybe things aren't going to manifest the way that you want them to, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So that is another message that's coming through. Um, and put your ego out of it. Put yourself out of it. Put that ego mind out of it. What your wants are. You want this, you want that, because apparently somebody has something with children that needs to be taken care of first. Okay. So that's why Queen Esther is coming in telling you, to take care of your own, or let your person take care of their own, because when this when the time is right, they will come towards you, or you will be able to go towards them. That's a couple of messages that I'm getting. So Queen Esther, what are you showing the element of earth when it comes to following their intuition and something that they're trying to manifest on universal time? and the children. What is up with this children's heart for the elements of earth? 666. Raise your vibration, choose peace, harmony in your thoughts and with others. Yeah. So you could be seeing the numbers, trip numbers 666. And that is Queen Esther telling you to raise your vibration and follow your intuition, and to choose peace and harmony in your thoughts instead of ego, and choose peace and harmony with your children as well, or within your partner, because things this is important. This has to be taken care of. So you just need to be in harmony with how your intuition, universal timing, and your ego, like pull your ego out of it. Be more in harmony with your soul and less with your ego is what I feel. All right. So how are you empowering the element of earth this week, Queen Esther? How are you empowering the element of earth this week? Passion and creativity. Yeah. She's telling you to step more into your intuition and creating, stand more in the power of creation, and choose peace and harmony and stay in passion with your thoughts. Don't, like I said, pull the ego out of it. Pull the ego of how the outcome is going to come about, and how why things aren't happening the way you want them to happen, and step more into the inspiration and the guidance that's coming through your sacral chakra. Is I'm seeing the orange, so that's sacral chakra. That's that feminine energy. That's your intuition. Step more into that. It creates through that divine feminine energy, that sacral chakra energy, and stay in that energy of peace within your thoughts, and stay balanced within your energy when it comes to children. Maybe you're having a rough time with them. Maybe you know something something is changing and they're not handling it very well, or there's something around them where you need to protect them, or you need to, I just feel there is definitely something key with children showing up here. I'm feeling a couple of different messages. One, maybe it's childhood trauma that's keeping you in the ego energy. Maybe your person has children. Maybe you have children, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and that is affecting something within your energy that's triggering your ego, instead of being at peace within your soul about whatever this is concerning a partnership. That's what I feel. So we're going to pull two more feminines and see who wants to come through, who they are, and why they're coming through. So, second feminine wants to come in through for the element of earth. Who are you and why are you coming through? Thekla, the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. Yeah, look at that. How pretty that is. So, this beautiful divine feminine is coming through to tell you to take back your power from everything. Don't let anything control who you are. Stand in the power of who you are. As you can see, she's standing there with her kitty. So it kind of reminds me of the strength card. And I see her, like her lower three chakras, like her heart, her sacral, and her solar plexus is all enlightened. I see that her crown chakra is enlightened. So I do feel that taking back your power will help align those chakras on a spiritual level. Because I'm looking at the cat as that spiritual level. Somebody could very well have that big cat as a totem animal. So Thekla, who are you and why are you coming through for the element of earth? Okay. So Thecla represents the ability to call back all of our power. The acts of Paul and Thecla dates back to the second century, though some scholars believe its Greek composition could be from as early as 70 CE. It relates to a young woman's call to a life of teaching and healing in the Christ movement in Asia Minor, current day Turkey. Thecla, daughter of Theoclia, at age 17, overhears Paul teaching about Christ. She stays rooted in place in her window for 3 days so she won't miss a word. Her mother had arranged for her to be married, so when Thecla feels called to begin her own ministry, she is sentenced to burn for refusing to be a bride. Just as the flames are surrounding her, though, she makes the sign of a cross and a huge storm puts the fire out. She finds Paul, cuts her hair short, and tells him, "Only give me the seal of Christ, and no trial will touch me." She suggests that she isn't ready for a baptism yet. Shortly after, a president of the Council of Syria tries to take Thecla in the streets to be his bride. She tears off his cloak and takes a crown from his head and publicly shames him for trying to take her without her consent. She is then sentenced to death by wild beasts. In the arena, all the women protest judgment of Thecla, proclaiming her innocence. A huge lioness enters the arena, approaches Thecla, and then licks her feet and bows before her. Thecla enters the pool in the arena that is filled with wild sea lions. The woman fears she will be killed, but she declares, "In the name of Jesus Christ, I baptize myself." Suddenly, she is shielded and protected by a great ring of fire, and a glowing white robe suddenly appears on her body. Paul tells her, "Go and teach the world of God." It is recorded in the Acts of Paul that Thecla that she lived until 90 and enlightened many. Her ministry proves the existence of feminine authority in the early Christian church. Yeah, so that's basically who she is. She stood in her feminine power and would take no bullying from anybody. She took back her own power and stood in the power of who she was. She stood in the power of spirit. Okay. So why are you coming through? It's saying that her story echoes from the ancient world to the modern world. Your life is up to you. Yes, exactly. There is the power of prayer, of faith, and asking for all possible spiritual support, but there's no divine will within. There's also divine will within each of us. It's will that's aligned with the soul's purpose. We remember that what true power is when we divest all outside authority of the power we had been giving to them. Power is calling back all control we give to others to dictate our lives, our potential life partners, our family members, our culture, even our ego's idea of what we should be. Now, the first feminine come through and was telling you about the ego part of things, how your ego can control, you know, like your ego is a major part of why things don't happen. Okay. So she's coming through to tell you power is calling back all control we give to others to dictate our lives, our potential life partners, our family members, our culture, even our ego's idea of what we should be. Thecla reminds us that we do not need permission to be who we are. We can cut our hair shorter, we can baptize ourselves. We are not bound by anything except for the dictates of our own soul. Okay. We all have the power right now within us, our signs, to make our life into our own hands, to take our life in our own hands. We have the power to control our own destiny. Okay, that's the source of fire itself, the divine will to call back our spiritual authority and claim life as our soul's own. So she's telling you, she's coming forward. She's saying, "Look, if I can do it, you can do it. All you have to do is stand in that power to what to take back control and not let the outside world socially shape and control what happens to you. You have the power over your own life, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So, what is your message, Thekla? Trust. It is safe for you to trust in this situation. So she's like, yeah, trust that when you do this, you will feel more empowered. Trust in the divine, trust in your soul, trust in the power that you're taking back from people. Trust that you can do this, is what I feel she is telling you. It is safe for you to trust in this situation, taking back control of your life, not letting anybody dictate how your life should be, and then trusting in that. All right. So, what's the signs that you're showing the elemental of Earth, Thekla? What is the signs that you're showing us? Forbidden. Yeah. I feel that she is showing you the things that are holding you back from taking your power back. I feel that she is showing you the things that have your power, is what I feel. I feel that she is literally showing you all these snakes, all this deception, all the power that you are letting people have over your situation. I feel that she is showing you that through maybe snakes or, certain designs, perhaps maybe snake pictures, snakes in general. But I feel that that's how she's showing you that. That's how she's showing you um, who has the power over you. That's what I feel. How are you empowering the element of earth this week, Thekla? How are you empowering the element of earth this week? Confidence and self-esteem. Yes. Stand in your feminine power of confidence and self-esteem, and trust that you do have the confidence to take back your power from all that forbidden, from all that people who have it. You have the power to take it back. You have enough self-esteem. You have the self-esteem within your sacral chakra, your divine feminine chakra, to notice the thing, who you're giving your power to, who you just, I feel you already know, earth signs, who has that power over you. She is coming through to tell you to trust in these, what the signs that she's showing you. Trust in the signs that she's showing you over who has this power over your life. And she's telling you to take it back. Stand in your feminine power, Thekla and Wonder Woman. Feel like Wonder Woman. Dress up like Wonder Woman if you have to, if it'll build your self-confidence and your self-esteem up enough to take back the power that you are giving to people. Because I feel that whoever it is, they're being deceptive towards you. There's major deception for you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. So let's move on to the third feminine who wants to come through for the elements of earth. So who's the third feminine who is coming in for the elements of earth? Who are you and why are you coming forward? Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. So the Lady of Guadalupe is coming through Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as your final divine feminine for your weekly empowerment reading. Beautiful energy. Look at the stars. Like, that's the first thing I noticed when I picked up the card. All the stars on this card. Like, how enlightening is that to see all them beautiful stars? Okay, Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. Who are you and why are you coming through for the element of earth this week? Our Lady of Guadalupe. Okay. Our Lady of Guadalupe is the emblazoned emblem of our uniquely powerful protection of a mother's love. Her image is believed to have miraculously appeared within the tilma or cloak of Saint Juan Diego. She appeared to him 4 times, the first of which was on December 9th, 1531. She spoke to Juan in his native Nahuatl language and asked him to build a church in her honor. They were standing on the Tepeyac Hill outside Mexico City, where the Spanish had recently destroyed a temple to the mother goddess Tonantzin, an Aztec goddess of love. Juan Diego tried to convince the Archbishop of the authenticity of the apparition, but to no avail. He asked Guadalupe to give him a sign that would help convince the Archbishop of her identity. She appeared to Juan a final time and told him to collect the Castilian rose, not native to Mexico, that were in bloom at the top of the Tepeyac Hill. He gathered the roses in his cloak, and then, when they fell before the archbishop, they could both see the emblem of Our Lady of Guadalupe inscribed on the inside of his cloak. Her image on Juan Diego's cloak has become Mexico's most popular religious and cultural symbol. It hangs above the high altar in the Basilica of Guadalupe in Mexico City. The basilica is the most visited Catholic pilgrimage site in the world, a world's third most visited sacred site. Its preservation and its mysterious creation have been a fascination for scholars and art historians for centuries. It seems to be defying the laws of nature both by not decaying the way a natural substance should and by having been created in what seems to be one fell swoop rather than with multiple brushstrokes. This now infamous image is worn as a symbol of protection from banners in the army during Mexican War of Independence, and on the backs of it, migrant workers to shield them from being whipped, to modern T-shirts and tattoos to protect devout Catholics and gang members with the exceptional love of the divine feminine. Okay, so she's coming forward because what is outside of us is also within us. Even if we have never experienced a mother's love, the true force of that loving protection exists within us. So we're going to get back to the first message before I go any further. Okay. The first message was that children was affecting your ego. That is the reason. And I feel, like I said, I feel that it is childhood trauma that's keeping the ego in place instead of letting it go. It just keeps popping up. And I feel that the second message is telling you to take back that power. There's nothing you can do to change it today, what happened yesterday, okay? And you can build up your self esteem by doing so, by taking back that power from what has been taken from you as a child, all right? So, So we do have free will. Divine needs a request for assistance in order to enter our lives. All we need to do is to assume the simplicity, the heart, and the humility of a child and ask for a sign that she is here. Yes. Okay. Ask for a child. And your ego from your childhood issues is stopping that. It is and I feel that that second message that's coming through is telling you to take back that power from your childhood trauma. It is time to take it back and raise your self-esteem. Okay. So I really don't think I need to read any more. We're just going to move on to the message that she has. What's the message that you have for the element of Earth, Taurus? What is the message that you have, Our Lady of Guadalupe, for the element of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? Warning, don't dismiss the red flags here. Yeah. So she's giving you a warning shot to, you know, Tap into that inner child, not the trauma. Tap into that inner child and to trust in that, okay? But in order to do that, you need to be in peace and harmony from what has happened to you as a child. In other words, you need to let it go. That energy is a forbidden energy, okay? It is blocking your manifestation. And then it is also blocking your confidence. It is blocking your confidence to create something through the divine feminine energy when it comes to something that you're trying to manifest this week. All right, I need to find that. Warning. Yeah, she's giving you a warning shot. Don't dismiss the red flags. We're going to see what red flags she's showing you now. So, what is the sign that you are showing Our Lady of Guadalupe? What signs are you showing the element of earth? What is the signs that you are showing them? I feel that she's also showing you the snake. Memories. Memories, yeah. So I do feel that she could be pulling up some memories that you need to recognize and dismiss, is what I feel. All right. Yeah, she's sending you a warning shot. She wants you to pull up these childhood memories from trauma from when you were a childhood Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. She's showing you the memories. She's giving you the warning shot. She's bringing the memories to the surface from childhood trauma that you had. Okay, and telling you, she's showing you. I feel this the sign of the snake. Maybe you're seeing snake pictures or you're seeing snakes outside where you're at and telling you, she's showing you through these memories of what it is. You know, I feel that she's showing you that she loves you and you are divinely protected, and that you need to trust in this energy and choose peace and harmony instead of this ego energy. Raise your self-esteem. Okay. So how are you empowering the elements of earth this week? How are you empowering the element of earth, Our Lady of Guadalupe? How are you empowering the element of earth? Abundance in manifestation. Yeah. So there you are with the manifestation in this new moon energy. Yeah. So she's empowering you to bring these memories to the surface from childhood trauma that's forbidden. Raise your self esteem. Raise your vibration, raise your self esteem, choose peace and harmony in your thoughts instead of the ego. Tap into the power of your divine feminine and feel that love, because they feel once you do and you let go of the ego, you're going to create something. You're going to create and manifest more abundance into your life because you're going to be more self-confident. You've taken back the power. Whatever power you're giving to trying to manifest this, they're telling you to take it back. Follow your intuition, step out of the ego, follow more of your soul's energy, because during this energy this week, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you are divinely protected while you are manifesting something. But she's shooting you a warning shot, showing you what you need, what is stopping, what is blocking from this from happening, is what I feel. All right, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the messages from the Divine Feminine Earth signs. I hope you enjoyed this new style of reading. I'm going to try to incorporate into the weeklies. I'm just going to do a separate weekly for the Divine Feminines and for normal, regular, overall tarot. This is going to be specific for you every week, earth signs. All right, that way you don't have to watch just the general. This will be specific to you guys in the general aspect. I recommend that you start from the beginning to the end. I'm not going to timestamp it because I feel all these messages are correlating together. That's why they're all three coming forward. Thank you, Divine Feminines, for coming forward with these beautiful messages for the elements of Earth. I now release you from this circle. And so it is. Blessed be. Thank you for watching. Blessed be from the Christ Priestess.